before the empires fell, before maps were rewritten in blood, before the name Mongol echoed like thunder across continents, there was only a whisper of hooves, a whisper of smoke on the steppe, a whisper of a boy born to nothing. His name was Temujin, and the world would come to know him as Genghis Khan, the man who conquered more land than any human before or since. The ghost on horseback, the storm from the east. The year was 1162. In the cold wilds of the Mongolian steppe, a child was born clutching a blood clot in his fist, a tribal omen that he would become a great warrior. His name was Temujin, son of Yesugei, chief of the Borjigin clan. He was born into nobility, but not into safety. When Temujin was just 9, his father was poisoned by rival Tatars. His family, now leaderless, was abandoned by their tribe, left to starve. Temujin's childhood was not one of comfort. It was hunger, cold, betrayal. He watched his older brother take food by force, and later killed him in a struggle for dominance. These were the lessons the steppe taught. Trust is weakness. Power is survival. Temujin lived like a shadow, hiding, hunting, learning. And from the wolves, he learned to lead. The Mongols were not a nation. They were scattered clans, each with their own chiefs, blood feuds, and shifting loyalties. To unite them was impossible. And yet, Temujin began to do just that. He didn't just lead, he reformed. He promoted men by merit, not blood. He outlawed the abduction of women. He built alliances through marriage and oath, and broke them when they broke him. But unification would not come without war. He fought his blood brother Jamuka, once an ally, now a rival. Their armies clashed in brutal fashion. The steppe dyed red with kin blood. Jamuka defeated him once, and executed 70 of Temujin's commanders by boiling them alive. But Temujin returned, stronger, smarter, and in 1206, after years of conquest, diplomacy, and relentless vision, the tribes gathered and crowned him Genghis Khan, universal ruler. A wolf had become a storm. Genghis Khan looked at the world and saw it unclaimed. He began with northern China, ruled by the Jin dynasty. The Mongols, once dismissed as barbarians, used siege engines, espionage, and relentless cavalry raids. Cities fell. Fortresses crumbled. He turned west to Khwarezmia, a Persian empire of wealth and pride. Genghis sent ambassadors. They were killed. That was a mistake. In response, he launched a campaign of obliteration. One city after another fell. Bukhara, Samarkand, Nishapur, once centers of art and science, became tombs. He left behind pyramids of skulls as warnings. But he also opened roads. The Silk Road flourished under Mongol protection. He enforced a postal system, trade regulation, religious tolerance. He was both destroyer and architect. Genghis Khan did not conquer land. He conquered systems. His army had no match. Fast, mobile, coordinated. They moved like wind and struck like fire. Horse archers that could fire in any direction. Feigned retreats that lured armies into traps. He practiced psychological warfare, offering surrender before battle, spreading rumors of mass slaughter, leaving survivors to spread terror. Empires fell before swords were drawn. He razed cities that defied him, but spared those that submitted. He welcomed religious leaders, scientists, artisans, and protected them fiercely. His empire was cruel, but orderly, savage, but structured. By 1220, Genghis Khan ruled the largest continuous empire the world had ever seen. And he was not done. In 1227, Genghis Khan died. How? No one knows for certain. Some say he fell from his horse. Some say he was assassinated. Others whisper darker stories of betrayal or divine retribution. His death was kept secret for months. His burial place, unknown to this day. Legends claim his funeral escort killed anyone who saw the procession, that a river was diverted over his grave. What's undeniable is what he left behind. His sons and grandsons, Ogedei, Kublai, Hulagu, expanded the empire even further. Mongol rule reached the gates of Vienna, the walls of Baghdad, the throne of China itself. Half the world bent to the name Genghis Khan. But his true legacy was not just territory. Today, over 16 million men are believed to carry Genghis Khan's DNA. His bloodline lives in bones, in history books, in borders. Some call him a genocidal warlord. Others, a visionary lawmaker, a father of globalization. He destroyed cities, but also built one of the safest trade networks in ancient history. He burned empires, but fostered interfaith dialogue, scientific exchange, and order on an unprecedented scale. Genghis Khan is not a myth. He was real, and he changed the world, not with wealth or philosophy, but with a horse, a bow, and an unstoppable will. So when the wind howls across the steppe, listen, because the ghost still rides.